Playoffs. The Indiana Pacers face a familiar opponent, but a new challenge. The start of what the entire season has led up to. Now, behind the roar of thousands, they march confidently into battle against the Milwaukee Bucks. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA Playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. And for the Pacers, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in the point guard. Now, here is Halliburton. Shoots over Lillard. And it's Halliburton missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he drifts on it.
Offensive rebound. Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Second chance shot. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Kuzma against Mathurin. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
Talking about Damian Lillard, coach admitted they're zoned in with slowing him down. Coach said we know how dangerous he can be. Now we're prepared to mix it up and throw different defenders at him. Possible, we don't want him to find his comfort zone. A difficult strategy to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David.
Playing through contact. Love how hard-working Halliburton is.
Back to Lillard. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Lopez, a screen on Halliburton. Here's Kuzma. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Halliburton on the wing. Good D by Lopez.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That puts them in the lead.
And that's unselfishness right there. Full display. Giannis wanting to get it to open teammates.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Here comes the Pacers Breaker Dance Crew. That is your Pacers Breaker Dance Crew. Make some noise.
Now Halliburton. Pass to Mathurin. Back to Halliburton. Turner with the screen for Halliburton. To the middle. Ball's knocked loose. Lopez with the steal. Kuzma inside. Defended by Mathurin. Indiana trailing here. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Mathurin very effective from the mid-range, so I like to see him find space in this area.
Bucks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Now here's Lopez. Pass to Kuzma. Now here's Trent. Shot clock at 5. Lillard Nembhard grabs the board.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
To the inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Trent gets the bucket.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Turner. Here's Mathurin. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And already Mathurin has a pretty dynamic drive, but getting the drop on the defense all season won't be easy.
Now here's Lillard. Still scoreless. Giannis against Siakam. The drive by Giannis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
I tell you what, Antetokounmpo has a real killer instinct on offense. I mean, this guy is serious about trying to score the ball and make plays. Always playing downhill, always in attack, and constantly keeping the defense on its heels.
And he can't get the first one.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for Miles Turner. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Second free throw, no good.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Now, here's McConnell. With the drive. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Toppin against Antetokounmpo. Portis a screen on Toppin. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
McConnell passes to Shepard. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Back to McConnell. Indiana moving it around. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The tray. Milwaukee with the rebound. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Driving inside. And Giannis throws it down hard.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And so here is Indiana following the bucket by the Bucks. Pass to Shepard. In the corner, it's Nesmith. Toppin sets a screen for Shepard. And Toppin throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Lillard from deep three-point land. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Pacers lead by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
The Bucks trail. Jackson is out there with Toppin. Then it's Halliburton. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Neesmith in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Now Toppin. Jackson passes to Halliburton. Porter with the steal. And there's the drive. That one falls. Porter's got his first bucket of the night.
He can get it to the rack, too. Porter Jr. unafraid to slice his way to the cup.
Halliburton passes to Jackson. Pass to Toppin. Good. Toppin's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 43% from the field. Rollins with a screen on Halliburton. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Toppin covering. Giannis passes to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Slam from Portis. Impressive. Using that size around the rack.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Here are your Indiana Pacers. Once again, give it up for your Pace States team.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. McConnell finds Neesmith. McConnell against Rollins. 6 to shoot. Pass to Toppin. The 3. Rollins grabs the board.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Giannis. Now here's Porter. Porter's trying to free himself. And Giannis with the basket on the assist from Porter.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's McConnell. Toppin sets a screen for McConnell. Pass to Toppin. Hits the three-point line. Toppin's got 7.
Well, making threes is vital for Toppin. Developing his stretch big skill.
On the wing, Giannis. Toppin covering. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
You know, I love the fact, too, that they've been aggressive in penetrating the defense, attacking that paint, getting the ball inside. So far, their aggressiveness has ruled the day.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 on 3 pointers here in the second quarter so far. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Turner passes to Mathurin. Here's Nemo. It's hauled in by Trent. Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo takes to open. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pacers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Inside, here's Siakam, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Bobby Portis has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Turner with a screen on Portis. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
And the basket by Lillard.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That sends Pascal Siakam to the free throw line. That's on Brook Lopez. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line, for the Pacers, Pascal Siakam. 1 shot.
One shot.
And Siakam, no good on that one.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Now here's Lillard. Portis finds Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. Portis against Siakam. The Pacers pull it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Turner. McConnell scanning the floor. Shoots over Lillard. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. And now a 3-point Pacer lead. Lillard against McConnell. Now here's Portis. He's guarded closely. Back to Lillard. Over McConnell. And it's Lillard missing.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. Lopez with the block.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. McConnell against Lillard. The 11-footer, and he hits the jump shot. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Pacers out in front. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Doc. I heard you imploring your team, stick to the game plan and know your personnel. What's that mean?
Yeah, we keep messing up coverages. You know, I get messing up on some guys, but that can't happen, but it did. So we just got to move it forward.
We'll see if the communication picks up. Thanks, Doc. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Indiana Pacers.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Bucks trail by 3. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Lopez, and he drops it in from the low post. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
Defense really unable to stop it. Lopez very dangerous from that spot.
Turner passes to Nembhard. Turner with a screen on Trent from outside the arc. They get it back. Mathurin finds Siakam. And it's off from three-point range. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Here's Trent, and it's sent back by Turner.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Pascal Siakam.
That free throw missing.
We got this. Oh, I got you. Gotta get it. Big rebound. Let's get it.
Good on the second free throw. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Giannis outside. Back to Lillard. Kuzma against Mathurin. And stolen by Siakam. Mathurin, good. And it's 6 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Back to Giannis. Pass to Lopez. Right block shot. That misses off the back. Pacers leading by 4. Down low. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Turner with a screen on Trent. Out to Turner. Fires the three. Drains the three-pointer. Turner's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And even though Lopez has taken his game farther and farther from the basket, he can still punish you inside.
Here's Halliburton following the bucket by the Bucks. Chalk up 2 there. Nemhard's got his second basket of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
This timeout is for everyone, except you fans with one shirt. Time to get loud.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. Porter's checked in for Milwaukee. Lillard outside. Pass to Giannis. Clock at 6. Good D by Siakam. Pacers leading by 7. And it's Halliburton penetrating. Second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Outside Porter. Lopez sets a screen for Porter. Launches a three. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 5 points so far.
Boy, Lopez hunkered down and anchored in on that pick.
Turner with a screen on Porter. From 13, and there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Halliburton passes to Turner. That one goes in, and it's 8 points for Miles Turner.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 9. And it's Lillard missing. Pass to Halliburton. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Just 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Lopez. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Antetokounmpo with the finish.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Antetokounmpo against Siakam. Here's Turner. Pass to Neesmith. Good on the three-point shot. Neesmith has got the lead up to 9 now for Indiana.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now, here's Lillard. The kick out to Porter. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. A different look from Milwaukee. Sims is checked in, and it's Portis in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pacers leading by 9. And here is Toppin. 7 points in the game. Pass to Siakam. Here's Furphy, guarded by Porter. Here's Toppin. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Porter passes to Lillard. Puts up a deep 3. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Here's Siakam. He's got 5. Off target at the rim. And so it's Indiana ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. And we'll be right back after this. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, we're doing a good job of keeping our bodies and their bodies down there. Let's take them all away. Let's take them all away. And when we get it, let's run. Let's run. Let's get out.
Well, Greg, you can tell he's appreciating the hustle on the glass, absolutely loving the effort.
Not wanting to waste any time after grabbing rebounds. Coach Carlisle wants his team to push the pace.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. We've got Halliburton. Toppin is out there with Jackson. Then there's Aaron Nesmith. And it's McConnell in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Now here's Giannis. Portis. And the rejection by Jackson. Outside for Halliburton. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
The free throw drops for Jackson. Bucks trail by 15. Outside, Antetokounmpo. To the paint, here's Rollins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
McConnell passes to Halliburton. Down low. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Halliburton. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really putting in the work to become an outstanding passer.
Shot from 12. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Giannis with it. Picked up by Portis.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Halliburton outside. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Green, the pass to Rollins. Giannis outside. Portis a screen on Toppin. And Portis throws it down.
Well-timed play that time by Portis. He's a load coming downhill.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Toppin. And here's Jackson. Halliburton outside. Lays it up off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 15.
Halliburton has a nice combination of smarts and skill. Makes him a cagey scorer.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
substitution.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Nesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent's checked in for Porter. And Lillard subbed in for Rollins. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. And it was an intense huddle. Coach challenged his team. He told them the effort's not there. It has to get better. See if those words work, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. They grab their own miss. Here's Lillard over Halliburton. And it's Lillard missing. And here's Indiana. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Back to Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Here's Nembhard. Defended by Trent. 4 on the clock. Nembhard with it. No good. Giannis up top. Nembhard covering. Antetokounmpo dishes to Lillard. Now here's Giannis. Nembhard covering. It's Giannis with the drive.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Halliburton looking around. Here's Mathurin. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And good that time.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Now, here's Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Turner against Lopez. Outside Mathurin. Cranes the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Kyle Kuzma picks one up. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Nesmith, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Free throw off from Mathurin.
Well, you look at the toolkit Mathurin has, coupled with his production and his maturity. Well, he's got a chance to dominate in this league.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for the Pacers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Miles Turner.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Jackson. Shepard with the ball. Indiana moving it around. They set the pick. McConnell kicks to Toppin. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And the Pacers lead by 19.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Now, here's Portis. Porter passes to Rollins. Over Neesmith. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They lead by 19. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Miles Turner.
Well, he made the defense look absolutely helpless because whatever they tried to do, he had a counter for it. You could see their frustration mounting, and that led to his confidence growing throughout the ball game.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Outside, Green. Back to Porter. Portis the screen.
Kevin Porter Jr.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And now we present the player of the game, Miles Turner.